Shree Cement will replace private lender Yes Bank as part of the index from March 27th, 2020. Nickey Mirchandani Johnson to tell us what sets the new Nifty entrant apart from its peers. Nickey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Neeraj. Well, if you look at the top line performance of Shree Cement, the 5-year CAGR at least of revenue, that exceeds to all the peers that the large cap counterparts rather, be it in likes of Ultratech Cement or for that matter ECC, Ambuja. The CAGR for Shree Cement sits at around 17% as compared to 13% for Ultratech, 6% for ACC and nearly 4.5% for Ambuja Cement, and Dalmia Bharat at around 7.25%. So clearly you can see that amount of outperformance coming in when it comes to the top line numbers. Even the return on equity has been good enough for the company. If you look at the growth in the last 4-5 years, it's from an extent of 8% to 14%, which is estimated for FY20. So what is really set apart Shree Cement as compared to the other counterparts is first the least cost cement producer among the peers, because if you look at the power and fuel expenses, they have come down substantially, or they've rather been substantially lower for Shree Cement as compared to other industry players. The power and fuel expenses sit around 619 rupees per ton, which is way lower as compared to a 900 rupee per ton figure that you have for all the other pan-India players and the Dalmia Bharat for that matter. Essentially this has also got the total expenses cost lower for Shree Cement. It's the company multi-fuel use strategy, the fuel strategy, along with the reduction in power consumption by increasing the power generation from WHR. That's nothing but a waste heat recovery system, because of which the power and fuel consumption goes down and leads to efficiency when it comes to the expenses. Also, the company has third market share overall in India, and it's got a significant, or rather the dominance in North region. Now, North region is the region where you get a lot of limestone. So obviously an operational efficiency also comes in on account of that. But market share, if you look at that figure out there, Shree Cement sits at 8%. Wholesome Group, ACC plus Ambuja combined is at 13%. And if you look at the north capacity that Shree Cement has a capacity of around 24.3 MTPA, Ultratech to a range of around 2025, and you have other players like JK Cement, JK Lakshmi, they have a capacity roughly around 6 to 9 MTPA for some time now. If you look at the last point that we have that sets apart Shree Cement as compared to the other counterparts, it's the lower average capex per ton. Shree Cement right now, over the last 5 years, if you take an average of that, the capex is around 3,961 rupees per ton, which is way lower as compared to an average of around 5,600 rupees per ton, essentially because of two things. It's going small and regular on expansions, because of which the balance sheet is not stressed. Also, most of the organic expansions, they happen through internal accruals. Upcoming expansion also is coming in, on account of internal accruals and the QIP issue, which is proceeds of which would be used. But on the downside, if you look at the recommendation or the buy recommendation that Shree Cement has, that number has come down substantially from what we had earlier, to an account of two things. That's most of the analysts now think that the margins have been peaking out, and also on account of expensive valuations.